Today at 2-7, but again, this is a different feel in this rivalry, and we are just about ready to go. The first meeting went to halftime, tied at 7, and Luke Weirman wins the face-off for Maryland, and into the stick of their goalie who scored last time out, Logan McNaney, with a 2-men-down goal. And now the clear for Maryland coming the other way, and the Terps will have the first offensive possession with Tony DeMaio, who had a big first meeting when they played the first time. You like Kyle Long, this junior, and here is Bernhardt trying to go to work. Logan Wisnauskas, talented scorer and passer. Here's DeMaio, couldn't get the hands free. Extra pass, jump shot goes high and wide, and Maryland will have the backup with Wisnauskas.
Crisp and snappy passing, great start by Marcil, Tim Marcil, who makes the start today as Josh Curson is hurt for the Blue Jays.
First career start for Marcil going against this high-octane offense for Maryland. He's only played 15 college lacrosse minutes, and his defense is playing well so far for him. Here's Long off a spin. Bubba Fairman denied. Strong defensive possession for Hopkins to open the ball game against this dynamic offense, and now Bernhardt buries the first one a minute and a half in. As Maryland has just hopped on the board, Garrett Bernhardt, the all-time goal-scoring leader in Maryland history, gets the first goal, and now we have a whistle against Hopkins on the face-off and Naruski. So here comes Maryland once again after a long offensive possession to open the ball game. Now Bernhardt gets to the doorstep and buries a second one in a matter of 10 seconds. Count the goal, 2-0.
You're watching the best player in college lacrosse. He's the Trevor Lawrence of college lacrosse, a former high school quarterback in his own right out of Orlando, Florida. Athleticism, instincts, this is just in a different galaxy. I mean, he leaves his man in the dust. Blue Jays in a man-to-man defense. They're a little soft on the ball, which is allowing Maryland ball movement, crisp perimeter passing. They're protecting the middle on this possession.
Ball once again on the ground. Bernhardt goes to scoop it up. McManus helped dislodge it, it looked like, for Hopkins. Brown lets it fly and scores. Griffin Brown's 6th goal of the year, the transfer from Colgate. And Maryland, which has been prone to slow starts, has zipped out to a 3-0 advantage.
Getting off the bus ready to play was a point of emphasis for head coach John Tillman and his staff. They trailed Michigan a couple weeks ago 5-0. Today they're ready to go. And so you look at the numbers from McNaney, who is solid as a rock. That's the way I would qualify. He's a kind of a composed, low-key type goalie, low maintenance, steady Eddie.
But he does love classic rock, and you have to appreciate that about him.
He likes 80s and 90s, Metallica, AC/DC.
The tragically hip John Tillman mentioned to us he's been sharing with McNaney, as that one goes down for Wisnauskas. He went to the far post with it, and it's 4-0 Maryland. Finally tuned the Terps again.
One of the reasons why Maryland is the #1 ranked team in the country is balance, okay? It's defense, it's offense. There's no glaring weakness to this team. We talk about Bernhardt, but
see Luka Doncic and the Mavericks at 8:30 Eastern on ABC.
The face-off dot.
Up on the ground.
Yeah, Jason, the face-off dot I think will be an area of concern in the playoffs. I really do.
Man, Hopkins has spent a lot of time on the defensive end so far. We'll see how that ends up playing out later in the game. As there's another one. Bubba Fairman this time snaps it off for his 11th of the year. And the Terps are up a nickel after rattling off 11 in a row from the second to the fourth quarter in the first meeting.
I couldn't be more impressed with Maryland's professionalism, the readiness to play this game.
Trying to use his power, and he throws it behind for DeSimmone. 30 seconds to go, shot clock off for Hopkins, looking for a first goal of this first quarter as a flag goes in the air and the ball sits on the deck. Epstein pushed off his spot by Grill. At X behind with 12. Epstein and Grill. Double comes. Epstein gave it away and got the goal for Cole Williams at the last waning seconds of the first quarter.
Epstein leaning in, draws the double team, and then steps away. Williams senses it, and he curls left-handed.
How do you attack this Maryland defense? What do you like for Hopkins, Q?
I think another pipe shot. I attack their poles not named Grill and Makar. I think their other poles are. Everyone wants to attack the short sticks, but sometimes that third or fourth pole is where the weakness of the defense is. Each team is allowed to play 4 long stick defenders at once.
Out in front, they get a goal down to the deck, and Hopkins makes it 5-2. That was a beautiful play individually for DeSimmone and Hopkins.
It's a strong play. I think he's tangled with Brett Makar, 43 in red. He gets underneath and then deals.
That was a dangerous two-man game that Hopkins dodged off the third Terp turnover here in the second quarter. And you've got to imagine Hopkins going to take some time here considering how they handled the pace in the first meeting.
Got to give their D a little bit of a rest, too. They played tons of defensive minutes in that first quarter.
It was an opening barrage with 5-0 for Maryland, which has rattled off a 6-goal run in every game this year. Epstein sinks it. That's 3 in a row for Hopkins.
Tell you, Maryland goes to their zone defense. The Blue Jays, who have struggled offensively against the zone this season, were ready. Quick little, an immediate whistle and a restart. Same with the helmet. If the helmet comes off and you're in possession of the ball, it's an immediate whistle. Player safety rule.
And there it was. So Maryland ball now, leading by 2, trying to quell this Hopkins run of 3 straight goals.
Jason, I think it's the only sport where cleat is considered part of the equipment. I know in football you can score a touchdown without it.
That's right. As that one rings home for Bernhardt, and Maryland makes it 6-3. That's an early hat trick for the all-time leading goal scorer in Maryland history.
For my money right now, if they handed the Johnathan Trophy out, the Heisman of Lacrosse, Garrett Bernhardt would be making that acceptance speech. Speed and power, able to get to good areas. Shooting accuracy has improved dramatically. And just an athleticism that few can match. And that's what's driving Jared to go play when his lacrosse career is done. His dad died in the summer of 2019. Jim Bernhardt
has a goal right off the face-off. Goes for Johns Hopkins to make it 6-4. I mean, directly off the face-off X. And Hopkins is within 2 as Tyler Dunn has his second goal.
He actually loses the whistle. There's a nice cap. You know, Johns Hopkins has not received quality goaltending in the last 2 or 3 years. It's not been up to standard for this program. Marcel gets a chance today, and things didn't look good early, quite honestly, Jason. But man, he has found himself. He's seeing the ball. I like his body language. His positioning is solid. He's been a huge upgrade.
How was the goaltending in the late 80s?
It was problematic at times.
Oh boy, that one goes down for Wisnauskas, and it's 7-4 Maryland.
Talked about Wisnauskas as a wing shooter with his feet set. I mean, he's a long kid. He's got great reach, and the velocity's off the charts. Now, this is symbolic of the Hopkins defense all year. They want to blame it on the goaltender, but look at the shooter. He's able to plant. Major
fear
that kept you up. Oh, the embarrassment.
At least McNaney scored his against an open net, so nobody had to feel the shame.
Yeah, that was a bizarre call by Ohio State. You're up 2 men and you go to a 10-man ride.
Nice little touch back aside by Griffin Brown there at the sideline, and the second line will load up again with Maliver, 15 to put it on Cage. For the freshman Maliver, who Bernhardt has taken under his wing. Up top, Brown, a cannon shot to make it 8-4.
Be the best, loud and proud in Charm City today. All dressed in their red. Brown the transfer, that's a great look by Maliver. Over and through the defense, he skips and he put before my time, but it happened like every year.
There was one time when a bunch of Maryland students went into the Hopkins campus and started painting the sidewalks, right?
Yeah, that wouldn't go over so well nowadays.
No, I was thinking about that in the Twitter era and the COVID-19 era, and it doesn't exactly dovetail. As Wisnauskas from his knees got it free. Oh, goodness gracious. What a feed by Wisnauskas, and then eventually it goes down from the wing, and Maryland has taken a 5-goal lead.
They like that on the sideline. SVP may like this later tonight. Wisnauskas loses his edge. Oh, it's behind the back. My gosh. The thought process there to pull this off as things are spiraling out of control for him. He's going down. He's got one option. It was Dave Cottle of the Chesapeake Bayhawks used him a lot for some analytics when he retired from coaching football, and he was dialed in and knew what he was looking at in a big way. He was a man, honestly. You know, I had the long relationship with Jimmy. I always felt like
that one will go down. That is Degnon. His defender lost his stick, and Degnon buried the 5th one for Hopkins late second.
Well, what do you do when this happens defensively? Because it happens so suddenly. Typically, you can see when your man's in trouble, but when Puglisi cross-checks Degnon, all of a sudden his stick looks like
Maryland turnover this quarter. Moving down to 10 seconds. Degnon against Smith. Couldn't get the hands free, gave it back up. DeSimmone out in front, and it's stuck home. Hopkins gets Angelus free with 2 seconds to go, and it's a 3-goal game.
Wow, how does this happen? Terps looking up at the video board here at Homewood Field. Pass down the alley, Grill's in good spot, he gets through the pick, and for some reason, they rattled off 3 in a row. Down 9-4, they rattled off 2 in a row to end the first quarter. There's talent on offense. I believe that this team has more talent on offense than most other experts. The short stick defensive midfield and close defense, in my eyes, are the major weaknesses right now of this program.
They've got the ball first here. DeSimmone tried to spin, and he buries it. That is a nasty angle near side post. DeSimmone found the shot and threaded it through. It's a 2-goal game.
Well, this team can score, and DeSimmone now spending most of his time behind the goal, the senior from Smithtown East. McNaney comes off the pipe. If you're a hockey fan, you know how important it is. Look, he just gets...
Basket picked up by Puglisi. They go shoulder to shoulder for a moment. Hopkins was down in this game 5-0. Williams tried to put Ray Hill in the blender. Degnon from up high. It's a 1-goal game.
It's all about possessions and effort on the ride. Picks your pocket, delivers the hit. Bench comes to life. McNaney between the pipes, caught napping on the...
Have been a lethal, surgical offense in pockets this year. 3 straight face-off wins for Hopkins, leading to this possession for Epstein. Baskin with long, left on the field. Makar picks up behind. Baskin against Long, got the hands free and tied the game. Brett Baskin, the senior out of Plymouth meeting, and we are at level pegging, and it is loud at Homewood Field with a flag coming down late.
It's all about matchups. Jake Higgins, 57 for Maryland, not in the lineup today. And so you're seeing some offensive middies play more defense. That's 23, Kyle Long. He's just beating top side.
How tough is that to do? That's great work by those officials. Again, this was 5-0.
If anyone can see a shot, it's referee Matty Palin.
Long, no. Popped in the air. Reinson. And now it's DeMaio collecting for Maryland. He secures it to Fairman. 4.5 to go in a highly entertaining third quarter. Maryland's unbeaten season on the line. Cole, Bubba Fairman.
Terps have not been involved in a 4-quarter game that came down to the last 5 minutes this season.
Usually run away by the third quarter, absolutely. Fairman knocks it down, and it's Maryland by a goal. Maryland 9-0, unbeaten, top of the poll. Wow, head-to-head, my goodness, that is quite the matchup there with Kaufman just bullying Baskin. Big hit by Puglisi on Angelus. Degnon got it to tie it. Oh, that spot has been pure for Degnon this afternoon.
Oh, the band is playing their song, although it's a CD. Degnon now that the goalie catches, and now you got to defend 16 seconds.
Bernhardt saw the trailer. Shot snapped off wide by Smith. That was a problem, Milliman said, coming into the game. Sometimes they'll rush into shots. They'll lean into possessions too early instead of waiting for a great shot, take an okay shot, and it happened at a bad time there. DeMaio out front. He got a cutting Maltz to bury it. And it's Maryland off the decision-making by Hopkins to take the early shot. The Terps are up a goal.
Mark this one down. This is a colossal failure on both sides of the ball. Offense settles for a shot that the goalie easily catches.
Penalty there?
No. He
just
made
wanted
it clear
to bag on
that
Casey
that
for a second. Hopkins a man up. Grimes on with the EMO group. Man up offense has been quite good for Hopkins this year. DeSimmone didn't have the cutter. It's Epstein surveying. Out in front. And Peshko from Epstein. We're tied at 11. Just sort of whipped it in backhanded. And again, we're even.
The young Bucks getting a chance today. Shovel shot. Ball's jammed into the inside. Options limited. He's flanked by 2 Maryland.
Makar. Puglisi very physical with Degnon. Doesn't want him to get the hands free. Degnon's got a hat trick. Now he's met by a pole. Man, how physical is this? Grill is right there, magnetized to Williams. Out front, extra pass. DeSimmone, and Hopkins has its first lead of the ball game.
On the audio of this goal, you can hear DeSimmone yelling, "One more, one more, one more." And the player up top who picks up the assist, it's Epstein. One more.
Peshko out in front. 2 men up for just a couple more seconds. Nothing there for Hopkins. So now it's going to be 6-on-5 as Maryland gets one back. There's Puglisi back on, so they're just a man down. The Terps are 30 seconds left on the penalty against Makar. You hear them yelling, watch middle. That's Peshko, and they didn't, and he won, and it's Hopkins by 2. More run recently for Peshko, and Hopkins is enlivened.
Specialty situations, Cole Williams, the finesse, the pass is on the money. Peshko, the rookie, finds.
Down to 7 on the shot clock. Long, the midfielder, from behind. Long to the back of the cage. Diving shot, did it count? Did it go in time for Wisnauskas? Right now, yes, you heard the horn. It's 13-12, and we'll check on it.
Yes.
Yes.
Goal is good. And that is the second gem. The second incredibly creative play we've seen from Logan Wisnauskas. Earlier it was a behind-the-back feed. This is a dive and changing levels. I mean, Jason, he's down.
There is a brilliant shot from Logan Wisnauskas. Hopkins has won 11 straight faceoffs. And now Maryland finally has one. Geppert from the wing sends it up ahead for Bernhardt. It's a 1-goal game. And here is the Terps star Bernhardt. A breakneck pace and a score! Oh, he did it himself and we're tied! Wow! What an engine!
He's got a gear that nobody else can handle. Big face-off win. I tell you, 20, Geppert's played a strong game today off the carpet. In space, Bernhardt, you can't cover him. Through 2 different...
35 seconds, shot to game, about 11 and a half. Fairman ended up on the field. Joronsky back behind with Long. Long out in front, got the pass into some space. Wisnauskas cranks it home! He went to the attic in Maryland, and Wisnauskas, with 18 seconds to go, have taken the lead.
This is such a poised possession. Really impressed with the Terps' ability to execute with the game on the line. It's Bernhardt carrying behind the goal. Wisnauskas, normally on that far wing, curls all the way across the formation. His stick's to the outside. So Wisnauskas with potentially the game winner, 18 seconds to go.
3 goals in a minute and a half for Maryland, and a face-off that may decide the game. Geppert sends it ahead, 10 seconds to go. Wisnauskas carrying, floats it up further, and with 5 and 4, the Maryland Terrapins have somehow survived Homewood Field, and on come the Turtles, 14-13 for the Terps to finish an undefeated regular season.